Some real downtime hero shit when you got a little stretch of ground in front of you and a cool track bike. You just be riding it, you throw your leg over real quick, lock it up. My hand just comes off, I don't even know. Fuck around like this. Here's the thing about a leg over skid. You want to let your body weight be over the front wheel. Like then you're just going for days. Transfer back. Don't do no extra cranks. I don't want to see that fucking, oh, I'm getting set up. No, dude, you gotta be quick. That's just what I think. Doing good. Full teeth on the spoon. Yeah. Yo. This is my hunter bike. My name is James Newman, and I've been friends with Rick Hunter for a long time. We used to race together, cyclocross and other bike things, and I always admired his work. So being 6'4", I usually ride like a 61 or so seat tube, and I was kind of limited by options I could find. You know, I couldn't find like a stock geometry bike that I was happy with. There was real limited selection. And so in the bikes that I did ride over the years, before this was built, I combined the best parts of a few other bikes that I rode, and they're nothing even to note. They're like custom, like one of them is called Walton, one of them is called Wynn, W-Y-N-N. It's that green bike that I rode in MASH. This is kind of similar to that bike, but it's real steep. So the head tube is a 76 and the seat tube is a 75. So that's real steep, and I have that, let's see, part of the equation is it's a 61 seat tube and a 59 top tube, and I shortened up the top tube a little bit more. This is actually the second version. The first one was 61-61. This is 61-59. It helps with weight distribution, and it tightens everything up a little bit, and it works real well with the geometry. So I shortened the top tube, you know, by 2, and I added that into the stem. So that's a 110. Normally I'd ride 100. It's not exact math, but I don't care. The bike is real sick. The 0 degree seat post is key to this equation. And yeah, 50 drop bottom bracket. Everything's as tight as can be. That rear tire kind of squeezes in there. That's about like a 32 or something. It's a 28 armadillo, but it measures out at 32 and a half. The front is a 26. I forget what it's called. Some specialized. I'm happy with the specialized tires these days. But yeah, dude, this bike's been set up pretty much as it is now for about 17 years. And it still rocks and rolls and all the things. My friend Smith, he makes Rat King bikes up in the Seattle area. He grew up in Oakland, so I knew him as a young shop kid at Montano Velo. And anyway, he wanted to contribute to what I'm working on these days, and so he made me some steel bars, and they're straight gauge. They're kind of like they're just 22.2. They're like BMX bars, so you got to run a shim. So that stems a 25.4. So whatever, you can do the math, but that's the thing. They ride nice though. It's like when I traded out the wound up for the steel fork, it's kind of a similar thing because I had on carbon bars and now I'm running the steel, and I like how they feel. It's like more planted, and you know, they're heavy and whatever, but you could really throw them around. Which kind of brings up the last thing. When I was working with Rick originally in 09, 08, 09, whatever, I told him, I was like, you know, this bike doesn't need to be precious at all. Like, it's going to be cool. Obviously, it's going to be dope, but it doesn't have to be nice. Like, and he's like, well, why don't we just TIG weld it then? I was like, yeah, let's TIG weld it then. So it's all TIG. So it's not, you know, it is what it is. It's real straightforward. And part of that is the clear coat on raw. Just like, it's just straightforward. And the fork as well, it's TIG and fillet. So the rear end there where you see the brass or like the gold kind of weld color, that's fillet braze. And the other ones with the beads on it, you know, like a typical weld that you're used to seeing, that's TIG weld. So it's a combination of the two. And that is the whole story. 172 and a half cranks, 4917 Toshi doubles, plastic buckets, MKS Esprit. I'm real happy with those pedals. I got big feet. I'm a tall guy. Check them out if you got big feet. It's a Hunter stem as well as fork. And the fork is cool because it's a wound up. So I had this frame built around a wound up fork, a wound up track fork, 35 rake. And I said, hey Rick, I think a steel fork might handle real nice on this bike. I want to try one. Here's the dimensions to a wound up. Can you bust this out in steel? And sure enough, boom, it's real nice. Those are true temper blades. So if I were to do any new bike projects with Rick Hunter, they would not have those blades. They would look a little different. But yeah, it's a real nice bike. I wouldn't change a thing, except some people want to run bigger tires. But I'm happy with this as is.
Go, 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 go! Yeah.
And they just talk about it.
Oh,
Let's run it back.
I was like, oh god, he's good. How we doing?
You know what? I was like,
Got it.
I was like, all right.